Hi, everybody, and welcome back to La Capricornia with me, Priscilla Moreno. As always, make sure you stay until the end for your full tarot guided message. Okay, you guys, so this week we're talking about revenge and putting down that sword. So, as you can guess, I'm gonna tell you don't do it. If you need this to be your sign, if you need anything to tell you, do not go looking for revenge, you guys. And I get it, you guys. I've been there before, and sadly, I have chosen to pick up the sword versus putting it down plenty of times. But the more and more I've been trusting the universe and listening to my guides, the more and more I've seen that every time I put it down, the universe truly has my back and it gets it one way or another for me. And it's not just about that, you guys, because at the end, we shouldn't want revenge. It's not good for us at all. It's not a good motivator. And at the end, you're not going to be really fulfilled. That outcome is not going to be exactly like what you think of. So, for example, I have been in situations where I'm like, oh, I'm upset. I'm going to do this to this person, or I'm going to, call them out, and I'm going to feel like this amazing person because I said all these mean, horrible things to this person, right? Letting them know how I feel. And, part of me was doing it not with the intention of like releasing and letting them know how I feel. It was more that I wanted to hurt this person, right, with my words. And afterwards, yes, that person was hurt. And then I ended up being hurt too because, of course, that person's going to fight back. They said what they said to me too. And at the end, even though I walked away at first thinking like I did it. I said what I had to say and, feeling like I won. But then afterwards, it didn't change anything. I was still that hurt person that I was before I even said any of this. Yes, I was proud of myself because I did say or do whatever the heck I was going to do. But at the end of it, I wasn't happy, and that was not what I needed to make myself feel better. Like I said, it just made me feel worse. It made me regret some of the things that I said at the end too, because how do you come back from sometimes some things that you say, you guys? You can't, because at the end, that person's going to be throwing it back at you the same way you're going to be throwing what they told you back at them. And it's just a back and forth cycle, and it's just going and going. And then another thing too, it keeps your energies tied together. So just like I said, you guys, the more you're looking for that revenge, the more that you're waiting for it or wanting to see it, you're keeping yourself stuck. You're keeping yourself tied with that person. So that's another part to revenge, you guys, is trusting that the universe is doing whatever it's doing in your benefit. You need to learn to grab the lessons that you learned and move on with it. If you're holding on to something because you're like, no, this person is going to see at the end that I am the best thing in their life. They're gonna, regret everything they did. I want to see this revenge. I want to see this person on their knees begging me to stay. You're not going to get what you're looking for. You're just going to stay stuck. You're going to stay stuck to this toxic person. And the only thing that you're showing this person is that you're going to take all their BS and you're going to stay there. It doesn't matter if it's relationship, family, anything, you guys. The more you don't have your boundaries and you show people that, hey, you're going to be there no matter what, guess what? That lesson, that pain is only going to get worse and worse because they're going to say, oh, well, this person was able to handle this. Let me just slide a little bit more in there and see how much more they're willing to take. And at the end, you're just going to be so low with energy. And like I said, you're not going to be happy. And it's just going to get worse. And it turns you into a toxic person. So if you watch my video on admitting that you're toxic, that is something toxic, you guys. Wanting that revenge, wanting to see it. And do not feel bad because, like I said, I've done it. I'm not perfect, you guys. I've gone after, blood. I've gone after that revenge. And at the same time, I have been on the other end where I'm like, you know what? Like, nope, I'm just going to let it go. But I was somewhat patiently waiting for it to happen, and both times I was left, feeling like this is not what I want. And when I finally made the decision of let me walk away, let me heal myself, things took care of it on its own. And not that I want bad for other people, I honestly don't. But I have seen sometimes where, like I said, the universe has had my back for being that better person and choosing to fight my own battles within me and focus on myself versus focusing on somebody else that I can't fix, and it's not my job to fix. And like I said, I wouldn't want to see this happen to any person, but I've seen sometimes where I'm like, you know, okay, like I see how this person's outcome is without me. And I hate saying this, but sometimes it does make you happy. Like, oh, they ended up in a worse situation, or, they chose the path that you probably could have stopped them from. And it does kind of get you like a little bit like, oh, I am seeing, them get their karma. It's okay, you guys, to have a little bit of that happiness. Just don't let it take over you. You don't want to be 10 years from now stalking somebody just waiting to see did they really end up like at the bottom of this pit. You don't want that. Like I said, you just keep having that energy tied with them regardless of whether you even speak to them or not, and then this cycle just keeps going and going. And you guys, on top of that, talking about energies, is that energy, breaking it is one of the hardest things you can do. So I know I talked about this in my March messages video, but I really do feel like this month is about focusing on breaking that connection, focusing on not having revenge, not wanting to see the karma, you guys. I don't know why. I just feel like it's a strong message this month. I feel like we're fully letting go of something, and letting go of something means really forgiving, letting go, and moving past it and closing that door, you guys. I really do feel that. And that's just like a huge energy that I've had for this month. And I don't know if it resonates with anyone, but it definitely resonates with something of mine. And I truly feel that this is me closing this door this month. Okay, you guys, so I'm going to go over your guided messages. Let me grab the cards really quick. So for your first card, you have the Judgment card, which is pretty funny, of course. I'm getting, of course, don't judge yourself. Don't look for that revenge yourself. I'm definitely getting the vibes of exactly what I just told you in this video, of not picking up that sword, not going for blood. Another thing that I'm getting though about this is don't let yourself be manipulated. I don't know why I got this feeling of, when you're letting go or when you move past something, and this is just a story that's coming, but when you're letting go of something, that thing seems to come back at the time when you're like, nope, that's it, I'm done and over with this, I'm walking away, and then that person decides to text you, that situation happens, thoughts start coming back, whatever it is. I feel like something's going to try to come back, but do not be manipulated, you guys. You've been through the situation. This is you closing the door. Like I said, this month I really do feel like we're closing a door, and it can be on whatever it is, even if it's within yourself of your bad thinking. Close that door. Look at yourself in a loving light. Okay, your second card is the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands, so the Page of Wands, he doesn't worry about what anyone else thinks. And again, this goes back to the messages for March, where I said, do not worry about what others think. Do not focus on if it's something that's dumb. Do not focus on worrying if you're going to fail. Just do it. Just do it. And as you can see, he kind of, I swear I've seen this card a million times, but I don't know why. I just feel like he kind of has like a crazy outfit on. He has the hat. He has like the cloak. He has like a dress with chameleons. Not a dress, but whatever outfit. And I don't know, I just feel like almost kind of like the magician cards. Like, you know what? I'm just going to do what I want to do. I'm not going to worry about, if my family says something, if anybody else says anything. Like, don't worry about anybody else. Just worry about what you want. This is about what you want and going after it. Okay, the last card is the Five of Cups. And the energy that I'm getting from here is I really do feel like you're, like I said, it's letting go, leaving something behind. Don't be sad. Like, I really feel like this is telling you, do not be upset over these 3 cups that fell. You're going to walk away with 2 of them, but these 2 of them are going to bring you something good if you focus on them, right? So you might have been upset, like, oh my gosh, I dropped 3 of my cups, but you still have 2 left. And, why are you upset about it? Like, you still have 2. Let's make something out of it. Let's, whatever you're going to do with these cups, just do it. Do with what you have. Appreciate what you have. That was a really strong message right there. Appreciate what you have and don't miss out on the potential. I also said that I feel like there's something like a hidden gem or an idea or something that you have. So I really do feel like you need to focus on that. And I think you're worrying about the past. Like I said, letting go, I get it. It's hard. Sometimes you get stuck in like, oh, maybe I should go back to that known feeling. But I do feel like, no, like just keep moving forward. Keep moving forward with what you have. And that's going to help you in the long run. Okay, for your guided card, I have move your body. This is a card of moving, no more stagnant energy. Your guides are letting you know that you gotta start going. You gotta start going. If you need that message, if you need that sign, if you need that affirmation, like this is it. Move your body, start going, let go, move forward. You were in this stuck energy, and this is telling you now, start going. And the funny thing about this is it says, thank you, angels, for motivating me to move my body and energy. And I'm telling you guys, if you need that motivation, here it is. You guys, here's the sign, affirmation. Go and do it. Do whatever makes you happy, make the right choice, and do it with love. And it looks like with no intention of picking up any swords. Okay, you guys, so that's the message for this video. I hope you guys like it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow me on my other social media. I hope you guys have a great week. Bye-bye.